This right here, this is the entire backend of an AI automation agency with three systems, all running and all automated. So for the very first system, we have the means to get client acquisition and lead generation. Because what good is an agency if you do not have clients? You need a means to actually get paid. So we have two systems over here. On the left, we have something called LeadMe.pro, which is a tool that we're actually going to dive deep into for the first part of this video, which is used to get you warm, ready to buy leads for your business. And on the right, we have an automation built on make.com. We also have one on n8n, which we're actually going to dive into. And it's using Apify and Apollo as the actor, which you can see over here, the node. And it's pretty much going to fill your sheet with your ideal target audience. So it's going to scrape the web for ideal target audience using Apify and Apollo, and then draft personalized emails and also send these emails to your ideal target audience that are in your Google Sheet over here, as you can see from the demo. After you get your clients, we need to get a means to actually find clients inbound. So inbound marketing. And this is pretty much going to rely completely on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, or LinkedIn. And we're going to focus on the AI cloning and content system. So this is the marketing sector and marketing aspects of things, because in 2026, if you do not have a personal brand, well, you're pretty much lacking behind, because you need exposure and visibility to generate leads, not just outbound using the outbound systems, but also a means to generate leads inbound using the cloning and content system. So this is pretty much going to save you time in actually filming and editing videos yourself. So you're actually going to automate the entire process. And finally, we're going to talk about the outreach system. So this is an AI cold calling agent. So this is actually going to work in sync with the lead generation systems. So whatever leads that come into your CRM or your Google Sheets or GoHighLevel, whatever your CRM is, it's pretty much going to dial through the list automatically. So this means you're actually saving time in cold calling these leads by yourself. So if you're sitting with 100, 200, 5,000 leads, you're actually going to let the agent call them, qualify them, and actually book them. So you're just pretty much getting on calls with people who are ready to close and ready to buy. So you're not really wasting your time with random strangers. So this means you are running your agency, your business by yourself without any team, which means no $10,000 per month payroll and, well, no appointment setter or sales closer, because you can pretty much do all this completely automated. Now, what's the plan for this video? In this video, I'm actually going to give you every single one of the systems we just talked about for free. I'm talking the exact builds, the exact tools, the exact logic behind each one, every step open, visible, and yours to copy. No guru courses, no paid community, no DM me for the template, just straight up value, because that's what this channel is all about. So who we are? My name is Lester, and I'm actually one of the Lobo Brothers, and welcome to the LVL AI Bros channel. This channel, we're actually going to give away everything the AI industry is charging thousands for completely for free. So let's get right into it. First, we're actually going to talk about the client acquisition and lead generation, because again, I said you need a means to actually get clients, actually get paid for your expertise, for your services in the agency or business world. So very first system we're actually going to talk about, we have two systems as I mentioned. System one is a tool called LeadMe.pro, and system two is one on make.com and n8n, the automation. So we're going to talk about system one first, because this is actually a high value, high end system used to get you warm, verified, high intent quality leads. That means you can actually get on calls with people who are actually ready to buy your service. So this is a very high-end kind of tool, because it focuses on monitoring the live web for people actively looking for your service using high-intent keywords. So I'm actually going to show you what that means in real time right now. And the difference between system one and system two is this particular automation, like these two, focus on scraping your ideal target audience. So you're actually going to get cold, unqualified random strangers, which later on you need to qualify, and then you need to actually convince them. So not all these leads coming in from these two automations are going to be high intent or verified or ready to buy, while the leads that actually come in from this actually warm, actively looking for your service in real time, so at the moment. So it's not going to give you cold, unverified random strangers. So let's go and dive deep into system one, and then we're going to come back and revisit system two later. Alrighty, as I said, we're going to first dive into system number one, which is the software and the tool called LeadMe.pro. So this particular software is actually quite different from the other automation which I mentioned, because this one focuses completely on monitoring the live web for people actively looking for a service in real time, so at this very moment. And it focuses on getting you warm, high intent, high quality verified leads. So that means people ready to buy, and not just cold random strangers who you have to convince to buy or tells you not interested on a cold call. And this particular software focuses on B2B and B2C. So in terms of B2B, it pretty much means like automation agencies like ourselves who are selling to other businesses like website developers, marketing agencies, real estate agencies, roofers, construction workers, to name a few profitable niches. And B2C pretty much means, let's say, real estate agents looking for people in LA or Miami who are actually looking for condos, apartments in the last 7 to 14 days. Of course, we're an AI agency, so we're going to actually focus on finding other businesses. In my particular example, I'm going to go with real estate agents. So what I'm going to do is actually find real estate agents in the past 14 days who actively looked up my particular service. In my particular case, for this particular example, I'm going to focus on follow-up automation. So this is particularly a system that's going to re-engage and re-nurture those leads who went cold and get them to book an appointment with the particular estate agent. So let's go with of real estate agents who looked up a follow-up system. So it would be like follow-up CRM right over here. This is a high intent keyword. Then perhaps WhatsApp automation, because it's automated messaging. So these people who looked up WhatsApp automation. What are some other keywords that we can look up? Automated emailing, automated email responses, automated dialing. So like voice call agent. Here let's go with auto dialer software. So these are all the keywords that particularly that the real estate agent actually looked up. So we can see that the number is being updated here in real time. Now we want to go with location, and this particular system will only be accessible for leads coming in from USA. So that's one of the key things to remember of this particular system, that you can only target businesses in or consumers in USA. So let's go, for example, California, LA, California, actually. Los Angeles, California. So that's our location. So score category, as you can see, we have high intent, medium intent, and low intent. So these are people who are really looking for like follow-up systems, like actively searching. I went to different websites, went to different your competitors to look for follow-up systems. And low intent is people who are just casually browsing. So you can see that the list gets updated in real time. Next, we're going to go to contact details. We're actually looking for, let's say, phone number and business email. So we can actually email them first and then call them later. So these are pretty much you cold calling warm leads or cold emailing warm leads. So we can see the number gets updated in real time. And finally, we are going to actually put the industry, because that's important. We didn't actually put real estate yet. So let's go and find industry, and we want real estate. So which real estate? I'm just going to go with real estate agents and brokers in LA, looking up for the service. So now we can see the, let's go with real estate agents and brokers, commercial real estate, and leasing real estate. Yeah, so pretty much all kinds of real estate. Let's go with this one and this one too. Why not? All the possible keywords. So we're targeting all these. So now you can see that this list is actually 1,100 warm verified quality leads. And you can see the applied filters. We have the follow-up CRM, WhatsApp automation, automated email responses. All these particular systems are focusing completely on re-engaging and nurturing and follow up with those leads who actually went cold for the real estate agents in Los Angeles, California, which is our location. And we actually want high intent, medium intent, low intent. We want their phone number and emails. And we went with all these particular niches because they all fall into the sub niche of real estate agents. So we're actually finding 1,100 warm verified leads. And all we're going to do is build the audience. So if I click this, it's pretty much going to build a list of people with all the information that I wanted. I'm not going to do it over here because it's going to reveal the email number and confidential information of people. And then a lot of you are actually going to pause the video and then start dialing and hitting up those people. So I'm not going to do it over here. Again, if you want to try out the system, it is in the link in the description below. But all you got to do is, as I just said, find the high intent keywords for your niche, sort it out by high intent, low intent. And again, it's only targeting USA businesses and consumers. And then the list gets updated in real time. So that's your demo for the real-time lead generation system. Okay, so we talked about system number one, which is means to get you high, warm, verified quality leads in real time of people looking up for your service. And I'm actually going to talk about system number two for client acquisition lead generation. So we have two systems over here. One is an automation built on Make.com. One is built on n8n. Of course, we're going to give you access to both of them in our link in the description below. In this video, we're actually going to walk through the n8n automation because I know most of you are actually more familiar with n8n in terms of you building systems. I'm actually going to give you the the demo of the make.com scenario as well, which you can see over here. But the main difference between system one and system two is really depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking to, use Apollo and Appify to scrape your ideal target audience from the web and get access to data that's unqualified, unverified, and draft personalized emails automatically and send those emails to cold people who are not really looking for your service, or you do not know they're looking for your service, then you can use system number two. But if you're actually looking to save time and actually save money, because the lead cost with LeadMe.pro is much lower compared to Apollo and Appify, then you can actually use system number one if you're actually looking to tap into those 1,100 real estate agents who are actively looking for follow-up systems or WhatsApp agents or dialers like right now in the last 14 days. Then you can use system number one. So that's the main difference: warm leads versus cold leads, and the lead cost between the two. But I'm actually going to walk you through system number two right now on the n8n side, and then show you a demo of the make.com scenario as well.
This system is going to help you build a system that finds leads, researches them, and writes a personalized message using AI. Let's just jump right into it. This is the entire automation. This part scripts leads, this part does company research and writes the personal message and sends it back to your CRM. In this case, it's going to be my Google Sheets. You're going to need like a Google Sheet document exactly like this. It's going to have your first name, last name, company name, job title, company website, research, email address, LinkedIn URL, personal message, and this is the row number. You'll understand why we need that later on. Basically, what it does is once a form is submitted, the automation kicks off, generates a custom Apollo URL to find leads and match a target. They scrape the leads from Apollo using an Appify agent, which I'm going to explain later on. And then it stores the contact info like the first name, job title, email, and company website exactly like this into your Google Sheet. Then when each lead it runs, for each lead it'll run a company research by scraping their website, and then it'll also write a personal message using GPT to find cool facts about the person. So it's kind of like an icebreaker. Combines both insights to write a hyper personalized cold email using a proven template, which you're gonna get, and finally logs a message and research right back into your Google Sheet. All of this without writing a single line of code. And again, you're going to get the code. I'm going to walk you through each node, and then next we're going to go ahead and build it. So this is the form trigger node. All you have to do is go ahead and you're going to get a blank sheet, and you have to just go ahead and type form, and that's the n8n form. This will kick off the workflow. This is basically our trigger, and obviously, change it to whichever side you want first. This is basically the most simpler version of what everyone uses just to scrape leads. So this is the form trigger. It kicks off the workflow, and when someone fills out a form with their target audience and description, we will send it to the URL generator. This converts the plain English audience description into a working Apollo search URL with encoded filters. And then we have the HTTP request. This scrapes matching leads using the Apollo search URL and returns the names, titles, emails, company info, and LinkedIn. Finally, we have our Google Sheet node. This saves all the data in your spreadsheet as I showed you before. Then, when it comes to the company research and personalized message, we have obviously the trigger, and then we have the limit node. This will allow you to manually run the second part of the workflow and limit to how many leads get processed. Usually, we do like 5 at a time, as you see exactly right there. Then we have the lead research. That's basically the OpenAI ChatGPT node. This uses GPT to analyze the person's name, title, company, and find interesting personalized facts about the person. Then we have the scrape company website right here. It basically pulls raw HTML from the company's website for deeper analysis. Then we have the clean HTML code node. As I said, you will get this code. Basically, all it does is strips out all the unnecessary tags, scripts, and noise from the website to prepare it for summarization. Then we have the summarize company using OpenAI Node. GPT creates a short summary with 3 notable accomplishments of the company. And then we finally have the cold email. GPT uses to write a proven cold email template plus a personalized company or research to generate a message that sounds natural and highly personalized. And finally, we have the last one where it just logs all final input into your Google Sheet. Then appends the final research and personalized email back to your spreadsheet so you can review it and send it instantly, either using Gmail or instantly or Lemlist. Perfect.
All right, so we just covered the two systems you can actually use to get clients and leads for your business. You can get warm leads, and you can use system two to get cold leads. Now we're going to talk about marketing, which is pretty much going to be focusing on your personal brand, Instagram. As you know from my Instagram, we actually grew our page to 44,000 followers in the past 1 year. I have linked Instagram in the description below. And for marketing, we're pretty much going to rely on system number three, which we have a beginner automation system and we have an advanced system that we custom built. Of course, I know that most of you are actually fellow beginners who are looking to get started in the AI space. So I'm actually going to walk you through the beginner automation system for AI content creation and cloning. So you can actually clone yourself or an avatar of yourself. And the advanced system is actually also going to be linked in the description below. So you can check both out. But in this video, we're actually going to talk about how you can actually generate an AI avatar and automate your entire content creation process using the beginner HeyGen social media cloning automation. Let's get into it.
Now I'm going to walk you through step by step on how to set up the AI avatar or AI clone system. It's really simple and you're going to be mind blown on how easy it is to set up. You will already have access to the template in the description. So all you got to do is go up here, click on three dots, import from file, and wherever you got the JSON file, just import it, and everything's going to show up as is, including all the all the errors and errors and errors. Now we did this purposely because this is just an import to show you exactly how it's going to look like. So you have two options. You can start with the trigger. This is a manual trigger, and then continue with the automation, or you can schedule it. A schedule it is really simple, and many actually prefer this because you can just schedule it daily, hourly, every couple of minutes as well. So really, it depends on how many you need. Now, if you haven't heard of Tavli, Tavli is actually the most advanced research tool that has actually been put up on the internet. Every automation tool uses it if they want to do research on content or any other automations. Now, example, the AI avatar one. The reason we have Tavli here is because once the automation runs, it's going to pull scripts from Tavli to make an AI clone and to let the AI clone talk about the most up-to-date AI news. Hence, we have Tavli. Tavli is also free. You can get 1,000 AI credits, and I promise you, you're not going to run out of it, even if you upload a daily video. The next is obviously the script. So we put in an AI node, and we have the system message. The system message is really simple. It's basically telling it, hey, you're the main avatar. Your task is to analyze headlines, summaries, and identify 2 to 3 stories. Again, AI news. Your directives are your entire output must be a single JSON object. You will see why. The script should only be 30 seconds. It's fair Instagram and TikTok compatibility. We should have a proper title, proper caption, and we gave it headlines. Obviously, perplexity at that time was kind of the big news. So this is an example. It can be literally anything, but the whole point is just to show the format. And the desired output is in JSON, and again, you will see why. The next is an LLM. We decided to go with ChatGPT for this one. Even Gemini or Claude is going to work, and I think it's 2026. At this point, you should all know how to put in an API key. If you don't, we'll make another video on it. Video creation. The next is HeyGen. Now, all of you are familiar with HeyGen. It's actually the biggest AI avatar tool out there, and it's even going to get bigger because it's literally getting updated every 30 days. And they got some really advanced options, better than all the others. I don't even know the other names, so let's just stick with HeyGen. Now, HeyGen, we're going to go into, it's going to be a post. The URL, all of this is already going to be there. The only thing you're going to do is put in your API key. So if you edit it, authorization, put in the API key, close. And the next is leave all this as is. We are just going to change the avatar ID. This is my ID, but please change it to yours. And the same thing with the voice ID. If you're going to use the 11 Labs, pick the right voice ID, or even you can use your own as well. Leave the height dimensions because this is all set to work with Instagram or TikTok. Close that. Next, HeyGen, get video. Same thing again. Leave everything as is because you already connected your HeyGen ID from the previous node. It's just going to be the same. Leave everything as is because right now this one is just made to generate your video, literally. Then we set up a wait node where wait 30 seconds. 30 seconds is actually more than enough. You can even set it a minute, but it doesn't matter because if in 30 seconds the video is not made, it's just going to keep looping and looping and looping until it is. Once it is ready, it's going to go into download the video. Again, once you get over here, leave it as is. There's nothing to change. and it's going to get uploaded to your Google Drive. Please connect your Google Drive. This is mine. Make a new folder, and again, once again, leave everything as is after you connect your credentials. And that's basically it. It's really simple.
Now, the third and final sector of running your AI agency or business is outreach. So you have your lead sitting in your Google Sheets or CRM or GoHighLevel, Salesforce, whatever your CRM is. You have warm and cold leads. You have your marketing inbound leads. So personal brand is generating constant inbound leads revenue. Now it's a matter of outreach. So how are you actually going to reach out to these people? Because you can actually cold email them automatically using the second system for lead generation, or you can cold call warm leads using system number one, or you can set up an IGDM appointment setter to qualify the leads if you're getting leads using the cloning system. But right now, we're going to talk about outreach automatically using the AI cold calling agent. And my brother is actually going to walk you through the system in the very next section.
All right, and now we're going to talk about the AI outbound voice agent. This is the best automation for any business who hates cold calling. And I'm going to break it down node by node for you as well. But let's start with a small intro. This is a fully automated AI voice outbound agent. It researches leads, personalizes scripts, places calls, and logs everything automatically. So let's go node by node again. Let's start with the Google Sheet node. All your leads are going to get stored in the CRM. In this case, it's the Google Sheets. It pulls all the leads and kicks off the rest of the workflow. Our first one is the ChatGPT node. It gets names first, extracts the contact's first and last name from the data. Really simple. Then we have the variables, collects all relevant leads, and continues on with the rest of the workflow. And now we have the research company. We're going to use Perplexity for it. Uses AI to look up any info about the lead company. And then we use the HTTP request of scraping the website. So it scrapes scrapes the website's leads for context about what the lead or client actually does, so we can get a better info on it. Then we convert a scraped HTML to a clean readable text. The ChatGPT node jumps in again and extracts all social media profile links from the lead. So again, to get a better context. Now we split it into two flows. So let's go with the top node first. Now, the ChatGPT for VAPI node. Basically, what it does is it uses ChatGPT to craft a personalized call script. Then it prepares the tools, in this case VAPI, and then pushes the personalized script into the VAPI assistant via HTTP request. Then it places the call into an outbound queue, grabs the unique call ID for tracking, fetches status and details of the call. And that means all the information we got from before. That means the perplexity, the socials, and everything else. And passes the call response, transcribes or analyzes the call recordings, and routes it back to your new CRM, or in this case, you could even use Google Sheets back again, but I prefer Airtable for this scenario. Logs the call result into an Airtable. Then we have the Google Meet node down here, because it schedules a follow up if the person you contacted requested one, logs that back into the Airtable as well. And now we have the Twilio node because it sends an SMS follow up to the lead. Now let's go to the second router. Second router is what happens if Perplexity and ChatGPT couldn't find anything about the about the client. Now this is what happens if, example, no LinkedIn URL was found. We're going to use Apify for this. Apify scrapes and enriches the lead data using Apify actors. Apify is really cheap. Usually it costs like $1 for 1,000 leads, and it's amazing. It prepares the scrape data for processing, runs a second Apify actor for deep research or enrichment. Then we use ChatGPT for a personalized VAPI response to build a personalized call script from the Apify data. Then we set up the function call for VAPI, pushes the enriched personalized script into VAPI, places the call into the outbound queue, grabs the call ID for tracking. Additional mid-flow processing, obviously don't really need it, but this is like a wait time in a way. Then fetches the call status and outcome in the HTTP request, passes the call response once again, and then we use OpenAI to transcribe or analyze the call recording. Then again, we have two routers. If the call is successful, goes straight into the Airtable. If obviously requested a follow-up, then it's going to do the exact same process where it's going to schedule a follow-up using Google Meet, put that into Airtable, and send an SMS follow-up back to the lead. So there you have it. It's the full outbound process. Any business would love to have this.
Hello, Kevin. This is Chloe from BMS Real Estate Company. Am I catching you at a good time?
Yeah, you are. Can you make it quick, please, though?
Of course, Kevin. I'll keep it brief. I'm calling because you recently showed interest in property 524 Retail Lane. I wanted to check in and see how I can assist you further. What are your thoughts on the property?
I actually like it. I was just wondering if you could share all the details with me via email because I got to run for a meeting right now. All right, guys, there you have it. Three systems working all in sync from client acquisition to lead generation, system one and system two. We have marketing, inbound lead generation for beginner AI cloning and advanced AI cloning and content creation. And finally, outreach to automatically cold call and qualify and set an appointment for all the leads that you get inbound and outbound using the outreach AI cold calling agent. Now, here's the part I want you to really hear. These are three systems. This is what we charge clients to build. This is a real deliverable, real value, real ROI. So if you're watching this video thinking that you actually want to start an AI agency or an AI business, you can not only use these three systems simultaneously for your own business or agency, in sync internally, but you can also set these up for your clients and charge a monthly retainer anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 to set these up and actually manage for your clients. So this actually works very well if you're actually using them internally for your own agency or business because you actually that actually is going to serve as your portfolio and actually going to serve as a demo that you can actually show to your clients that hey, I got these warm leads or cold leads using this system, and I'm actually generating consistent inbound leads using an AI cloning content creation automation, and I'm actually able to cold call all my fellow leads to see if they're interested in setting up an appointment to chat with me further using the AI cold calling agent. So it works. It kills two birds with one stone. You can get your portfolio and demo, and plus you can get clients using these three systems. Okay, last thing before I let you go, this is genuinely everything. I didn't hold back anything in this video. No light version, no get the full thing in my guru course. This is the actual system because that's what this channel is about. We built this channel on one promise, everything for free, every workflow, every system, every strategy we use to run and grow this agency. As you can see, we actually made over $19,000 sometimes and $4,000 from another deal. We're putting it all here in our Discord community below for anyone who wants it. If you found this video helpful and valuable, do me a favor and hit subscribe because whatever we drop next is going to be just as valuable as this and it's all going to be for free. So I'll see you guys in next time's video. Cheers.